What you're about to watch is part of an online training that I do twice a month inside my Movement Makers program, where I coach entrepreneurs like you how to build an online movement, how to make money from it, and use it to make a huge impact on the world. Enjoy.
So one of the things that I do every morning is go for a walk, about half an hour. I have 20 pounds on my back going rucking. And it's cold. It's cold and snowy here in Toronto, so it's an extra level of fun. And the message that I reminded myself of, and I think that we all need here in this group, is that your message matters and that people need you. You know, like it's so easy to get caught up in that. Oh, I got to make videos today, or I got to make content today, or you're stuck in your own head. Meanwhile, like people out there, they need your message. It may not be hitting the millions of people that you want, but there are people out there who need your message. And while we're so focused on, but what camera do I get? And I don't have the right outfit on, and what microphone am I buying? Meanwhile, there's people out there struggling and suffering who could be using the information that's in your head, and we're just too scared to get it out there. And so, you know, it's a message to myself, but also I think a message to every thought leader out there who's getting in their own way of making content. The second I can always bring it back to people need this, it suddenly eliminates all of the excuses, all the reasons. It's cold. I'm sick. I don't know what to say. I've got a pimple on my nose, you know, like whatever excuse we've got, right? When you can default back to like, people need this, at least one person needs it, and you actually feel that, it just completely changes how you show up. So anyway, that was my my little meditation, my walking meditation this morning. I don't do seated meditation. I do walking meditations in the cold with 20 pounds on my back. But we're here today, Movement Makers. Super excited to have everybody here. We're doing something a little different today. So every month or every 2 weeks, we do a poll. Like, what do you want everyone to talk about? I usually do a PowerPoint. We go through my 3 big ideas on a subject. Then we do breakout sessions, Q&A. The one you guys voted on was just straight Q&A with Evan. We'll see how this one flows. I'm excited for a slightly different vibe.
Here's my question. It's very easy, but I think it's going to serve not just myself, but many people out there on their journey and the message and everything else. Can you please give us, because you've been in business forever and you've been extremely successful, can you give us not 3, not 4, not 5, just two of your best, most successful marketing strategies?
So the first one is just showing up every day. You know, like the thing that saved me was just being consistent, even when I didn't feel good enough. I mean, guys, I hated my first 350 videos, right? I mean, I just could not watch them back. And yet, for whatever reason, I still went the next day and made another video. I made another video. I made another video. And there's all sorts of reasons why we can't. And I just use those reasons, you know, reasons/excuses as extra motivation, right? Like, I'm sick, great, recording videos. I can't talk, I'm going to hold up signs with notes on it, and that's going to be my video. You know, I broke my neck, still going to make videos. Like, videos are going out. They have to go out. And if I can't, then that's extra motivation to go and make it. And again, it's just tying it back to service that, hey, I don't know if you guys saw any of my videos when I first broke my neck and had a concussion, but like I've gained weight. I've got this giant thing on my head. I've got this scab running down. Like, I look like Harry Potter with like the lightning thing down the middle of his face, right? I look like a wreck. I'm not thinking clearly. And that's when like everybody would let you off the hook to say, okay, it's fine, don't do it. You know, but those are people with lower standards than you. And I just use that as, hey, for everybody out there who is not making a video because they have a little pimple on their nose, here I am with a giant scab on my face and neck brace and gained 20 pounds. Let's go, right? And maybe nobody's even thinking that way, but I'm telling myself that people are thinking that way. And that gives me the extra motivation to get up and start filming. So consistency, like, I mean, I've been making videos since 2009, failed all the way. And I never had a group like this, which are probably leaping to number 2, is like support.
Yes.
As much of it, when that's our theme for the month, guys, support. I didn't have enough support. I never joined the group the group like this didn't exist when I got started. And when I say 1 + 1 = 4,000, I really believe it. Like I'm a better, even with me kind of leading this group, I have more energy, more motivation. I'm a better entrepreneur because of you guys all here too. So be around the people who are helping. Now, it's not really is it a marketing thing? Kinda. I mean, maybe somebody introduces you to somebody else and that leads to opportunities. All of that is definitely happening. You get on somebody's show, great. But it's more just the energy that you're not doing this alone that I think really helps the growth of your movement, because all you guys here, you're probably the only one in your circle who's doing this, right? Like your family's not doing it. Your friends aren't doing this. You're this crazy person who's making content on YouTube and Instagram. Like, what are you doing, man? You're trying to explain it to your friends when you go out for dinner or something. But here we're all trying to do that thing, right? When we talk about algorithms or membership sites, or it's like, yes, teach me more. Where your friends are like, what are you talking about? And I think that really helps more than any algorithm hack or anything else. Is just every day showing up, making the content. You get one more person in. I got better through the process, and then having support. You know, I've had a few people. I think my mom's on the wall behind me. She was a huge support for me, and without her, I don't know what I would have done. And for those of you who don't have a supportive mom, we're your mom here, Movement Makers. Let's go.
Okay, so to be clear, I'm going to make sure I have this. I think I have it. To be clear, the 2 S's, right? Okay, so number 1, show up, and then number 2, support, and that would encapsulate it, correct?
Yeah, being a part of like if you want to lead a group, it's great, and being a part of a group, I think, is fantastic.
Hey, so repeat that again one more time.
What?
Repeat what you just said again.
I don't know what I said.
Okay, I'll watch the replay. I
think I said being like leading the group was fine, but also being a part of a group.
Yes. Okay. So show up, and when you show up, support. I love it, man. Thank you so much, Evan. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. I think it's easy to you're the leader, but then a lot of times when you're the leader, people can't I always have to be perfect. Like, where can I be myself too? Which I think you can be as the leader as well. Show when you said, what did you just say? Like, I don't know what I just said. That's me. We're just vibing and flowing here. I don't know what I said 8 minutes ago, right? The recording's here. It's why we've got it. But I think if you don't feel comfortable yet being vulnerable, being yourself as the leader, then just being in a group where you're not responsible for carrying the load all the time, I think is really helpful too.
If you want to watch the full version of this video, as well as train live with me twice a month to help you build your movement and be around some other amazing people just like you, check out my Movement Makers program. The link to join is right there next to me. Can't wait to see you there. Continue to believe and go join.